Hey, YouTube fam, how y'all doing? I pray that each of you are having a blessed and safe day. All is well with you. Everything is going great. And even if it's not, you understand my voice. Guess what? You have made it to a brand new day. Evening, night, wherever you are in the world, you have made it. And that right there is a blessing and miracle within itself. If this is your first time tuning to my YouTube channel, my name is Candace E. Brown. I'm a certified life coach. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm also an author as well as a podcaster. I'm also a mother of two beautiful and wonderful children. And what I do mindset coaching for women, helping them take their mindsets from rags to riches. Yes. So I need for all my beautiful queens out there. It doesn't matter if your crown crooked. It don't matter if it's shattered to 1,000 pieces. It might be cracked. I need for you to fix your crown. Yes, you have the power to fix your crown. And there are some of you, and I don't know what y'all waiting on, but there are some of you have not even bent down to pick up the crown that's sitting in front of you. It's right there at your feet. So I need for you to bend down, pick up that crown, put it on top of your head, and walk like the fearless, bold queen that you were born to be. All right. So y'all might be saying, "Who, Candace? You a little soft spoken." Let me tell you something. This here that I did this morning, God is awesome, y'all. God is awesome. He's good. He's awesome. He's true to his word, and I love him so much. Before I get into it, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Click that little notification bell down there. So anytime that I load a video, you'll be notified when I upload a video. Also, divine ones, y'all, divine ones all over the world. The divine ones, we are on tour now. Our first stop is Dothan, Alabama. It's gonna be going down on July the 24th. We're gonna be at the Wiregrass Center in Dothan, Alabama. I'm gonna make sure that I drop the information in the link. Please, if you're in the area, if you're close by the Dothan, Alabama, we would love to see you there. Come and just get ready to have an awesome time at God, because I'm telling y'all, He is doing something new in this season. He doing something brand new, something I have never seen, something couldn't even imagine, y'all. And he's doing it. And it's going to be an awesome time, y'all. It's going to be awesome. I'm expecting something great. Just come in with a spirit of expectation. What are you expecting God to do for you in this season? So just come with that spirit of expectation. And if you could join us, please join us. You can get your tickets at IamLatoyaOkeia.com. I will be sure to drop the stuff in the link. Also, my wonderful sister Talisa Smith. Oh my goodness, I love her. We are doing a single mother seminar, and it's called Sis, God Got You. That's going down on August the 24th, I believe. I'm going to get the dates right, y'all. But me and my wonderful sister Talisa, we are doing a single mother's chronicle, and it's going to be talking about relationships. It's going to be talking about finances. We're going to be talking about the single mother life, what you need to be doing, getting yourself on track, because I'm going to tell you something. You need that support. Sometimes you need that support team. You need those group of women there with you, especially when you get ready to change your mindset, because everybody on the same thing, and you tired of living that way. You tired of being broke, busted, and disgusted. And you tired of being hurt and broken and stuff. So it's time for a change. But it's going to be down August the 28th. August the 28th, y'all. And we're going to do this by Zoom. We're going to be on Zoom doing this. And the time will be pronounced later this week. We're going to finalize the details. So I'm going to be sure to keep y'all posted. Keep y'all in the loop. Y'all be sure we're going to get the what I'm trying to say, get the prices and everything. So y'all be sure to mark your calendars also for August the 28th as well. God is doing a new thing. He's doing a new thing, y'all. And I just want to come on here and share a quick word with y'all today. I won't be before you long. This morning in worship, it was awesome. But as this morning, as I was in my worship with God, He said, true worship equals total surrenderance. True worship equals total surrenderance. And we don't often know. And I say, okay, God, true worship. When I say worship, we automatically think about crying and praising God and all these things we do in the church, roll around on the floor and spitting and throwing our wig off and our shoe off and all this here stuff here. But true worship means living holy. And living holy is a lifestyle. Living holy does not mean you got skirts to your ankles. You don't wear makeup. You don't wear earrings. You know, your hair is a certain way and you hold it. No. That's an image. That's just the image that you put on. Living holy is a lifestyle. You live this lifestyle day in and day out. And living holy mean you got to turn from your wicked ways. You can't do the same stuff you used to do no more. Total surrenderance. That's true worship. When you done surrender everything to God, you done gave everything to God. All your hurt, your pain, your brokenness, everything. Your unforgiveness, you done gave it all to God. And that you are switching, you're changing your mindset. Your mindset isn't the same. I'm going to tell y'all a little story. I used to go to church Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. And church was wonderful, y'all. Church was wonderful. The Spirit's in there. Pastor bring a wonderful word, I'm telling you. It was wonderful. But the only thing I would get is a feeling. And I thought that was true worship, y'all. Because I speak in tongues, I'll be crying, snot here and there, you know, all of that. But when I go back out the door, I go right to back what I was doing. Go back to drinking, cursing, fornicating, committing adultery, lying, backstab, cheat, whatever you want, whatever. I get right back out there in the world, and I was doing it. When I get to church now, I was a different person. Put my church face on, get my clap, shout a little bit. And I'm telling you about Candace. I'm telling you about me. I ain't talking about nobody. I'm talking about me. And I get a little feeling. And then what I got in my mind was I had to be at church Sunday, Wednesday, Friday because I had to get that feeling. Because that had to sustain me from day to day. But see, not knowing when I got home, I didn't open up my word. I didn't spend no time with God. I didn't pray. I mean, not pray, but I was like, yeah, thank you, Lord. And, you know, just a simple little old prayer. And it wasn't every day now. He and there every now and then. When when I felt like I was in trouble, when I felt like I needed God. Now, when I was feeling good, I act like I ain't need God. I didn't pray, tell him thank you. I ain't tell him nothing. And I would be in church. I get that little feeling and thought I was doing it. Wasn't doing nothing. Because when something really hit me hard and I'm sitting up there crying and stuff, I got to go to church. I got to run up there to the pastor. I got to get prayed for. Then I get that feeling, but then wasn't no change coming. True change was not happening. And I got to thinking one day, I said, now wait a minute here. I come in here for a feeling. I go right back out to the same way. What's going on? What am I doing wrong? What's going on with that? You know, it's something I'm missing. And I was missing. Because true worship is total surrenderance. You have to give everything to God. Everything. Bible says you got to turn from your wicked ways. You got to give all that stuff up. You got to give it up. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You can't be conformed to the world and think you finna come in there and give God some worship. Not no true worship. I don't know what you call it, but it ain't true worship. And he gave me a passage today. He gave me John chapter 4. And I started at verse 19. And I'm going to read it to y'all. And it says, the woman saith unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet. Our fathers worship in the mountains, and ye say that in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. Okay? So we saying we got to go worship. She's saying worship in the mountains in Jerusalem. See, I was like that woman. I feel like I got to go in the church and I got to worship God. I can't worship God at home. I can't worship God in my car. I can't worship God in the store. I just got to worship God right there in the church. I can't worship him nowhere else. See, that was me. But what I love about Jesus began to speak. And Jesus said, this is verse 21. Jesus said, woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. When I read that right there, I say, my God, that let me know that when and it took me back to COVID-19, y'all. Because you know with COVID-19, everything got shut down. You couldn't go to church, couldn't go nowhere. So then you couldn't go to church, then what were you to do? Because at first, let's be honest, wasn't nobody really big on online streaming. Sorry about that, y'all. Wasn't nobody big on online streaming. You know what? There wasn't any online streaming going on. And so there was no church. Because, like I said, go to church, get a feeling. That was it. I wasn't opening my Bible like I should. I wasn't eating this word like I should at that time. I wasn't doing none of that. I just go to church. I open up my Bible. Let me tell y'all how I used to be. I used to build that highlight what the pastor say like I'm finna go home and read it. Sometimes, very seldom, at times I would go home and read that word. But most of the time, I ain't even open that Bible. I ain't gonna tell no story. I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm telling you about who I used to be. But that right there, when Jesus said that, let me know, that took me back to COVID-19. It said that it's going to be a time, it's going to come an hour where you can't get to the church. It's going to come an hour where you can't get the pastor. It's going to come an hour where you can't get the minister, Lee and them. Then what you going to do? What are you going to do? And when you can't get to them, when you can't get to the church. So they let me know that you don't have to just worship God at the church. You could worship God in your house. Worship God in your car. But see, true worship equals total surrenderance. Mean you surrendering everything to God. You giving him everything. You're not holding back nothing. You ain't holding on to nothing and nobody. You just giving it to God. And you begin to be holy. Transform your mind. And living the way God wants you to live. Living the right way. That's true worship. And I'm going to read on. He also said, and this is verse 20, we're going to go to verse 22. Ye worship ye know not what, we know what ye worship, for salvation is of the Jews. But the hour cometh now, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is a spirit, and they that worship must worship him in spirit and in truth. That means God is calling forth a people that wants to total surrender to him and live holy. And that is true worship. That's what he's seeking, y'all. That's why I say God is doing a new thing. He's seeking the true worshipers. True change people. Total surrenderers. What is holding you back from surrendering to God today? What's holding you back? What is separating you from the love of Christ? Paul said, no height nor depth. No angels, no principalities. No man, no boy. No girl, no woman. Will ever be able, not even death, gonna ever be able to separate me from the love of Christ. So what is separating you from Christ right now? Should nothing separate you from the love of Christ. Nothing. You don't let nobody, nothing stop you from loving God. For becoming a true worshiper, having total surrenderance, giving it to him. We can't hold on to it. Let me tell y'all something what I done learned. Our bodies ain't equipped to hold on to all that hurt. We ain't equipped to carry that stress. We are not built for that. That's why you give it to God. So he can fix it. Because he take everything, y'all, He'll work it out for your good. It don't matter what it is. He work it out for your good. He will use it. That's your fuel. Somebody hurt you, turn your pain into purpose. That's your fuel. Use it to fuel you, to become a true worshiper. Total surrenderance to God. What's holding you back today? What's holding you back? You don't let nobody, nothing stop you, because I told God. And sometimes we need to have a begging party. I said yesterday on my live, I said, you need to have a never ever party where you'll never ever go back to those things. Well, I say you need to have a begging party, and I'm not talking about begging man, I'm talking about begging God. See, I know he said in his word that he'll never leave us nor forsake us, but sometimes, it's good to cry out to God and cry to him, true worship. Tell him, God, I need you. Father, I love you. Father, I bless your name. Father, don't ever leave me. Jesus, please don't leave me. Sometimes we need to do that. Go in there and just beg him like you begging for your life. Beg God. And people say, well, you ain't supposed, you're supposed to be begging God. No, I mean like this right here. You don't have to keep going asking God for the same, begging God for things. Don't beg God for things. I just want you to beg God and tell him don't never leave you. Don't go in there begging, God, please don't let them leave me. God, please do this, please do that. No, I want you to tell God, God, please don't never leave me. I know you said in your word that you will never leave me nor forsake me. But Father, I need you with me 24/7. God, I need you like never before. Lord, please don't leave me. Don't leave me, God. Father, I know what your words say, but I come to you humble as I know, asking that you forgive me for my sins and my shortcomings. Father, please don't leave me. I got to have you, God. You are the breath to my body. You are the reason that I live and breathe. You are my sun, my stars, and the shining moon in my life. God, you are everything to me. See, you got to go to God like that. Begin to cry out to him. Just beg him, say, God, please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. I know what your word said, but I need for you not to leave me. See, sometimes we need to go to God just like that as a child. Go to him humble. Tell him how sorry you are. Tell him to forgive you. Tell him to help you change. Say, God, I give total surrenderance. I give my life to you, God. Just take over. Father, use me however and whenever. True change. God, I need true change to have come upon me. Father, I don't know the way, but God, I know you will show me the way. Father, I know you're a lamp unto my feet and light unto my path. God, I need you to help me, but God, I don't never want you to leave me. Father, ain't nothing gonna ever separate me from you again. Nothing. And nobody will ever be able to separate us again. That's how you got to go to God. Let him know that ain't nobody going to separate me from you. I don't care if I got to crawl. I told him this morning. I said, God, see, I'm not finna be like that man at the pool. At the Methuselah pool, he sat up there talking about, when I ain't had nobody to put me in the pool. When the angel came and troubled the water, everybody just stepped over me. Let me tell you something. I said, God, I don't want to be like that. I said, God, if I had to roll over in that pool, or I had to crawl on my arms, or if I had to scoop myself, God, thank you. If I got to scoop myself to you, God, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to be with you. See, you got to talk to God like that. I said, God, that ain't going to be me. I would have moved. I would have rolled over in there. Talking about ain't nobody going to put me in there. I'd have put myself in there. Because, God, you said in your word that with God, all things are possible. I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I would have crawled in that pool if I had to. I said, God, if I got to crawl to you, I'll crawl. Okay? If I can't walk on my legs, that ain't going to stop me. I'm going to crawl on my hands if I got to. And if I can't crawl, God, I know how to roll. I'm going to roll till I get to you. Okay, this is how you got to be with God. You got to tell God, I'll roll if I got to. I'll crawl to you if I got to. I'll do whatever I got to do to be with you. I cannot live without you. This is what you need to tell God today. Total worship. True worship. Total surrenderance. You got to surrender to him today. You want your life to be changed. You want what God got for you. You got to surrender to him. You cannot be the same person as you was yesterday. You got to strive to become a better you every day. Ask God to forgive you and tell to that, Lord, forgive me, but I can't be without you no more. I can no. You need to beg him and be for real. Let your worship be for real. Don't let it be fake, play. God know when you faking. Man may not know, but God know. Be for real. Be for real. I pray that this message has blessed somebody, but I just want to come and let y'all know that true worship equals total surrenderance. True worship means total surrenderance. I love you guys so much. Y'all have a blessed and safe, wonderful day. This has been Candace E. Bryan, your certified life coach, your motivational speaker. I will check in with you guys next time.